Good morning, everybody. Rubik's Master here with my promised Mortarmen video. So let's make this nice and quick. We're going to jump right in and look at the stats. The Mortarman is kind of the infantry version of the S13. If you look at the kind of character he is long range, 310, low speed, deals area damage, and not a whole lot of damage per second. 80. A lot less than a Mortarmen, a lot less than an S13. So let's compare this guy to an S13 to get an idea of what he's really capable of. Oh, also, this guy, I guess, qualifies as a kind of top tier, whatever the qualification of, which makes him... You have to have critical cards just to build a unit. Just to build one, gotta have critical cards. So building them and upgrading them could possibly get a little hairy. So we're going to go and look at S13s. We're going to keep in mind this guy's speed is 35, his range is 310, and his damage per second is 80. So 35, 310, 80. 35, 310, 80. So he has half the speed of an S13. A lot more range, but about a third. Let's see, 80 was the damage per second. So yeah, about a third of the damage per second. So, and less health too, of course. About a third of the health as well. But he only takes up 20 capacity. So you can have 3 Mortarmen with 15 space left over for one S13. So really, when you look at that, the damage per second of unit capacity is actually... it's identical, really. The damage per second per capacity used is identical. So let's throw this... Oh shoot, I exited that. Let's throw this Mortarman in my platoon and go attack a base with it to really see how it shines. Actually, really quickly, I want to look and see when I promote it, what does it do? It increases its damage per second by 6, which, when comparing to the S13, raises the damage per capacity by 18, which, that's really good. Hold on a second. Sorry. Back in, let's look at my equipment. Looks like I can upgrade it. I can. Cool. Alright, so he has even more health now. We're gonna add this guy. Oh man, I clicked on him again. We're gonna add this guy. Back out. And we're gonna go find a nice juicy base to attack. Not really. We're just going to find one that I can either easily take out the defending forces, or that doesn't have any defending forces, so I can just roll right into using this unit. But hey, if we get something super juicy, maybe I'll just go ahead and wreck the base. 2 flak, 3 machine gun turrets. This is actually really juicy. What does this guy have defending? Just rhinos and infantry. Alright, so actually we're going to wreck this base. Alright, select all AI off, select you, deploy, destroy. Please destroy that. Okay, well, we're waiting on all those tanks to spawn. We're going to move these guys back and see about this Mortarman. Okay, he moves, you can tell he moves slowly. He doesn't move too awfully slowly, though. Let's move him around. Let's see how quickly he shoots. I'm going to do a rough second guess. So we'll say like 1 round every 2 seconds. So each of those shots is doing about 160 damage. So, after we take care of those tanks, we will compare him versus S13. How many tanks? I see 3 tanks. That's actually quite... That is actually a lot of tanks. I'm glad they're bunched together, though. I'm doing lots. Oh, there we go. We can see the range difference now. You can see where my Mortarman is in relation to my S13s. Attacking the same target, so it's not quite that far, but that is a good distance. A good distance. Let's see, he does move about the same speed as those tanks. So no biggie there, really. Alright, tanks. Let's select you. Let's wreck them. So, I'm really liking the Mortarman. To me, he almost seems like if you get enough critical cards to build him, and you build... what am I trying to say? Upgrade him a little bit, and I think he could be an alternative to S13s almost. Almost. S13s do have a massive speed advantage. You aren't going to be taking out railguns with your Mortarmen, more than likely, though they do have that range advantage. So being able to be that far out of range, you know, maybe. Alright, let's select all AI on, and just let them run the rest of this base over, get that awesome 23,000 steel. Let me know what y'all think about this Mortarman. I like him. He's the first real unique unit. I do remember in the old War Commander, the Mortarmen were very, very destructive. If you paired a few Mortarmen with a squad of elite riflemen, you could wreck a lot of bases just with that. Or it would turn into a very good strategic turret buster. Of course, keep in mind that was way back in 2011. So, with all the units they've probably introduced and whatnot, that tactic probably doesn't work anymore, but I'm just saying. So yeah, I'm loving the Mortarman. I love him all. I love him. Love him, love him, love him. I do want to do one more quick stat check on him. Really? You're giving me one card? I'm going to check his range compared to a railgun. I would like to attack a railgun with him, just to see, but I'd probably have to cycle through a bunch of bases to see if that's a viable strategy. Because even though he moves so much slower than an S13, since he can't attack from further away, you still may be able to take out a railgun with your guys. Because I think railguns and machine gun turrets have the same range, right? Isn't it like 360? Yeah, 360. So at 310 range, I believe the Mortarman was, or somewhere close to there. He does have a bit less range, but, I mean, I think it could work. So as I said, I really love Mortarmen already. Since there's only 3 infantry units I can have at this point, if I attack infantry strongholds, which I know for a fact I can take out relatively easily, I should be able to upgrade my Mortarmen to level 2 or 3, at which point they would outshine my S13s by far. By far. Especially when you look at my army, with my capacity used, I have 10 dead space. 10 dead space. So that means that if I replaced all my S13s with Mortarmen, if my minute math is correct, which in the past it hasn't been, but whatever, I could have 2 more Mortarmen. Because for one S13, you can have 3 Mortarmen with 15 extra space. And with that 15 extra space, plus the 5 for for the 2 other areas, I can have at least 2 more Mortarmen, probably 3. More than that, I could have so many Mortarmen. Yeah, I'm just going to go out and say it that I think Mortarmen is a good alternative to S13s. The only downside being they are squishy. Squishy, 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 squishy. Squishy, squishy. You lose damage per second really quickly once you lose your tanks. But as long as you have good cover with your tanks, you would also be a lot more susceptible to mortars. You would definitely have to watch out for mortars, especially with their slower movement speed. A large group of them would get decimated by a mortar. That would be a big problem. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about it, if y'all like the Mortarman. If not, like I said, I like him because he's the first different kind of unit. So far, all the units I've unlocked have been clones of old units. This is a very different kind of unit that starts opening the door to different kind of tactics and makes me feel like this game could be offering a little bit deeper of an experience. So, let me know what you think. Until next time, have an awesome day.